I'm required to wear a helmet when I leave the house. My subscribers are the funniest. I like when you like sign me up for shit. Just nudes at 10K. I do need a haircut. I want a haircut. I just woke up. Actually, it's 12 o'clock. Just woke up. So this guy said, shave head at 100K, please. You have my word, I will do this. Yeah, because I don't think I'll ever get there, so I have nothing to worry about. I've got nothing to lose. Skip to 24 seconds. Nobody, I mean nobody, should have to hear him sing. 6054. California, it looks like. Brand new gaming PC. Alright, hey Garrett, my boy. My A. Lamau Garrett. I like that picture very much. That's a very good picture. I might be doing that. Today only. 600 for everything. This was actually almost 2 days ago now. Please, no trade offers, cash only. Plays all games maxed out, all resolutions, never lag or worry about a slow PC again. Brand new PC, just built it, never use it. Includes 6 items. Fully built tower, Razer Black Widow Chroma keyboard, Razer Death Adder 2014, SteelSeries gaming mouse pad, Acer 23-inch 1080p 60Hz 5ms monitor, all wires and accessories. Tower partless, CPU Core i7-4790K, H110 IV2, GB GA Z97 DS3H, 16 gigs of DDR3, 2 120 SSDs, and 1 TB hard drive STD. XFX RX 488 gig, Corsair 350D. Okay, so 350D. So ARM 750 fully modular. Couple issues with this. Oh, and you get Windows, or you can turn it into a Hackintosh. 3 aftermarket Corsair Red 120mm fans. The issue with this one, not that this is not a great deal. I'll add up the price in a second, but plays all games maxed out, all resolutions. No, you got a 480. That can do you everything 1080p, or most things 1080p, and then a little bit of 1440p. I don't know exactly how much. And that 4K is out of the question. You just have a lot of VRAM, but that doesn't mean you can, you don't have the GPU horsepower. You can play everything 1080p and below, that's for sure. That maxes out all those resolutions, but not all resolutions. All resolutions is every resolution. That is every number of pixels by every number of pixels. I don't mean to be that picky, but all resolutions, I mean, you have to be talking about 720p and 1080. You have those two. What about 1440 and 4K, Other than that, I'll be nice by saying this is 200, even though that's an unlocked i7. You could probably overclock to like it's a 4790, so you probably could overclock it to close to 4.6, or at least 4.6, I'd say, unless it's just a terrible one. I'll call that 250. That's the same price as a today unlocked i5. 250, 350, I'll call that 430, I'll call that 500, 600, 800, 900, I'll go and call it 1,000. I know fully modular power supplies are expensive. Then you have some extra LED fans with windows and a CD drive. All of this extra stuff. I mean, this could easily be $1,300. Even if it's $1,200, that's still half the price. That is a pretty damn good deal. Why is my ear popped? Make offer untested. Oh, that's scary. Untested RAM, make an offer. CPU lot. 136 CPUs untested for gold recovery. Many different types have the gold plated pins, asking $300. I mean, that's way too much, I think. I don't know how much the gold recovery is worth, but I'd just be using it for the actual processor, so I don't know how much that'd be worth. That's up to you. Okay, here's a GTX 1070 for $250. That is a good price. Asking $250. If you're talking about a 240, it's even better. It's the Founders Edition. Wow, $250. That's pretty good. That's the price of a 1060. So, and that is a big difference in performance. Jaywalker. My boy, Jaywalker. Do more in less time with energy efficient second gen AMD A6 processor. The AMD A6 5400K APU combines a dual core CPU and a discrete level. I'm curious. I'm very curious. Yes. That's what I thought. He copy and pasted that. There's no way he wrote that. That's nice of him though. I mean, that's something. 3.6 gigahertz. It is unlocked. FM2, 65 watt TDP with DirectX 11 graphics AG, HD 7540D. They're asking 30. That's not bad. How much are they? They're 35. Okay. Well, I mean, they're 35. I mean, I've used an A4 7300 and it's garbage, which costs more. I've used a 7400K, which is also kind of garbage, which is a lot more. I can't imagine this one, being this old, can be any good at all for $30, even if it's $25. I don't know. I mean, that's some money off, you know, but the original price. You could get a full graphics and processor solution for $25 if you can talk them out of that, maybe even 20. That's not a horrible deal. I mean, the cheapest recent processor here is an A4 6300, which the 5400K would actually perform better than, even though it's looks like previous generation from that, and this is higher clocked, because the 5400K is of course unlocked. If you're buying like an office PC or building one, I mean, I wouldn't expect the best performance from that at all, even for office applications. But oh, Hyper 212 Evo for $15. That's pretty neat. Paid $40 for it, sell for 20. He's asking 15 though. I like when they do that because they lower the price without changing the description. That's funny. Asking 15. Could you even talk him down to like 13, 10? I don't know. That's a good price for a Hyper 212 Evo, as long as you get all the hardware with it. Brand new in box. Wow, brand new in box? Damn. Shit stolen. I say that a lot, I guess. I've said that maybe 4 times now. I don't know if it's true. I don't care. Let's go with 9220. That's Oregon. Wow, this picture is like super photoshopped. No, my bad. Paint.net. So he puts the picture of Call of Duty Black Ops gameplay with the, you put in the GeForce thing and then the FX thing. Asking 300, Alyssa says, oh, look at this. The same thing for $400. So $300, let's go by her word, asking 300 for a 6-core AMD processor. Even if that is $100, which I wouldn't call that $100. Even if that is 30, which I wouldn't call it 30 because it's been used. So that's 130. 1 something 170, and then what would I call a 750 Ti? $80 maybe. I don't know. Even this is like what, 250 then, before motherboard, hard drive, case, power supply. Gaming PC posted these the exact same day. That's a lot of reading. Okay, well, asking 850. Let's see if that's worth it. I'm having go sell because I am in need of the cash ASAP. I love this computer. The Skylake i5 can handle anything I throw at it. I choose the chip over i7 for its ability to overclock. You will need a different heatsink and BIOS to overclock. This chip will not get bottlenecked, even the Titan X or the Pascal architecture. A 6500, 960 for the win. Wait, what? You will need a different heatsink and BIOS to overclock. Oh, okay. I choose this chip over i7 for its ability to overclock. But that can overclock. And if you're talking about that one overclocking workaround, that you would have to get an old BIOS for that. And what do you mean that you chose this over i7 to overclock? If you went with the Skylake i7, you'd still be able to overclock for the same reason. And it's not that you would need a different heatsink and BIOS to overclock. You would need a different chip to officially overclock. But I see what you mean. If you do the Skylake workaround, then yeah, because that Z170 board might have one of the old BIOS I for that. Z170 board, 16 gigs of RAM. What? There's no way that's 1600 megahertz. Minimum for DDR4 is 2133. 500 gig PNY SSD, that's pretty good. 256 gig hard drive. Is this backwards? I feel like this is backwards. Is it worth 850? I don't know. This is up to you. That's a lot of stuff. It's definitely not a bad build. 46385. That is not $800. I know that because you say FX. 6300. So $800 for this. Oh, that is a bad looking graphics card. Oh god, that is passively cooled, it looks like. Oh god, well there's an SSD. That's something, I guess. That's probably the best thing here. Asking half the money I put into it. Why do I feel like you're lying? Why do I just feel like you're not telling the truth? Corsair Master Tower. 550 watt power supply. That looks like that's just... Can that pull 550 watts? Can it really? If I see silver on a power supply, I feel like it can't do what it says. Pretty neat. MSI motherboard, 4 slots of RAM, and 32 gigs of DDR3. That's 100. I'll call the motherboard 150, 200, 300, 450. ATF video card. I'm not going to... Okay, I'll call that 500. I'll add another 100 just because. 600. I'll add another random 100. 700. That is still... This is a decent plug-and-play GPU build and $700 build. That was VGA. It has VGA, HDMI, and DVI. You need a period right here. It is a great board for new gamers and Advent Budge gamers. Is that a thing, or is he trying to say budget? Is that actually, like, am I just unaware? Okay, that's not actually a thing. Here's a $400 980 Ti. That's pretty cool. Except you can get, for this, okay, let's go to PC Part Picker. See, you can get these for under 400. Here's the tiny one. I think that one's cute. Or you can get the full-sized one, or the EVGA super clocked one for under $400. Plus, I think that... Why are these pictures so small? For under 400, or about 400. I really like that cooler. It looks really nice. Or, plus it has more VRAM. Or you can get something, I think, even slower. When was this posted? 1 week ago? Okay, you don't fucking know shit. NVIDIA video card. If this was posted 6 months ago, I understand. This was posted 1 week ago by Juanita. Is the second fastest graphics card out there. Not even close. I'd consider the original Titan X to be faster than this, just because there's more VRAM and such, even though they are pretty similar when you overclock this. And get an aftermarket one of these and can overclock it. So there's the Titan X, the 1070, the 1080, soon to be TND Ti, so I hear, and then the new Titan X that is faster than this. It is the 6th fastest card, not the 2nd fastest card out there. Not even best for the price. I'd get a 1070 before I get one of these. I'd call the 1070 the best bang for the buck right now. Rampage 3 Gene with CPU and water cooling, asking 120. This one drives me nuts. Not in a bad way, Joel. I really like this. I'm in love with this. This is a LGA 1366 board with Asus Rampage 3 Gene, or I think it's pronounced Gene. This board sells on eBay for $300 new. The 1366 boards are really expensive. Like these start at $100. You get water cooling, which look how gigantic this block was. That is a really old water cooler. Unsure of the CPU, but it pretty much has to be an i7. i7 or Xeon. And this 5520 Xeon quad core, that's hyper-threaded, so it's 4 cores, 8 threads. I think it's 2.2 to 2.26 to 2.6 or 2.8 gigahertz, something like that. And this i7, even if it's an i7 like 950, those are like $50. LGA 1366 i7s are really cheap, but the motherboards are expensive, even though these are all 4 core, 8 thread i7s. except for the 980X, which is 6-core 12-thread. This is a good deal. If you live in Jacksonville, Florida, can you please hit me up with this? Can you please like buy this and just ship it to me? I'll pay you $100 for it, plus shipping. I'm not kidding either. I really want this. Does it come with the RAM? That's my question. I mean, I can buy the RAM cheap, but like, dang, what is that? OCZ memory? Yeah. Because that's triple channel memory.